What's up, everybody? It's the Black Zero Larry, the hero that you don't need. I mean, that you don't want, but you need. You know, I'm a nigga, you a nigga. We all could be niggas too. All you never, all you never grow. Be careful where you go. Careful who you do. Careful who you choose. Be careful who you use. All you'll never, you never grow. All right. Today we gonna bust on this one right here. Right, right. Cause I mean, are we looking at Black Lives Matter, Antifa Lives Matter, or Jewish Lives Matter? I don't know no more. I don't know no more. Right here, as you can see, Washington Post. Let's see, can we take that down? Bam. Can we take that down? Can we take that off? Okay. Scan evidence Antifa shows how sweeping the protests for radical justice have come. And white, 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 white. There's a whole bunch of white people in that crowd. White, white. You can just go on. Let's see here. Federal arrest show no signs that Antifa plotted protests. New York Times. Let's look at this real quick. Spike claims by president, and because I mean, if you don't know, the New York Times is a super far left place. I don't give a shit about the far left or the far right. It's a bomb up on a bunch of bullshitters there just to cause issues. But hey, you need the three different branches of government or whatever you want to call it in order to keep three different type of people, at bay, feeling like they belong somewhere. Remember, people live on the left, the right, and the middle. You can be far right, far left, far middle, in the middle, all of that, but that's where human beings live at on the spectrum of life. Got three. That's it. There's no more. So they need three branches of bullshit. And I'm not talking about the Senate, the House, and shit like that. No, I'm talking about everything from your media to your movies, your music has to have those three elements. I'm not saying each one, but movie studios have to produce those three for the three different type of people who live on planet Earth. So here, who was Antifa, many activists who hide went into fighting white supremacy, but a few speaking out at the police brutality across the blah blah blah. What TV members are doing, and you're not gonna CNN. You already know the Communist News Network. You know how they are. But this is Google's search when you type in Antifa protest here. Remember the platform that we use, the platform that we see. Know, we know that they hide everything. But Antifa in Seattle, they took it over. That's where Jazz is. Let's look at the images. Let's see if they're going to. And there's some. They said that they're putting what's the name images up there for the people in Seattle, but we have many news reports from the far left and the far right, and the left and the right saying what's going on there. So even if they are doctoring some photos and something like this, they're still doing it. But Antifa has took over 6 blocks in Seattle. And like I say, everybody is going to have their take because this is the far left, the far right, the left, the middle. It's just the way it is. But you can see and look it up. But this is just Seattle here. Let's go to here. This one is going to show, of course, CNN and more of them here. But if you saw, we all saw the videos. You can't deny the videos that you saw when you seen the white people breaking stuff for white people to steal. It's clear as day. And it said who's funding the protesters. If you don't know and understand, if you never lived in a big city, companies use homeless people, people on drugs, drug addicts, people who don't work, people who hang out for picket lines and use them to picket businesses. You can see the same people going from business to business to business, protesting, walking out there chanting just to get, publicity to just pay to protest. And this is what's going on. They're getting funded because they're just, I mean, come on. They're dropping in place to place to place, moving from here to here to here. Some of the same people, someone's giving them money to fly out or drive out or train out, whatever you want to do to get to these places in order to protest. Now, this one here did George Soros fund the protesters of Black Lives Matter. This is an old one from 2015. And then people try to act like Snoops is, use Snoops to see if it's real. This is the internet. There's so much lies hidden in between stuff, and they'll have sites to pretend as if they're true, run by the same 6 companies that own all of your media. They also own all of the newspapers and the majority of the websites out here. Don't get it twisted. But it says what is true, a grant making network funded by George Soros provided funding to some of the groups that engage in the Ferguson protest. What is false? George Soros did not give money to various groups to express the purpose of promoting Ferguson protesters and riots. Ah, another word a person used when they're giving money is grants. They're going to try to cover it up with the grant word as if you're stupid. Man, you can go figure this out and see this for yourself. Someone is funding Black Lives Matter, Antifa, all that in between. Jewish people own all the media. They have more money than anyone. We know this. So, what is Black Lives Matter, Antifa Lives Matter, or Jewish Lives Matter? But they're all together in one right now doing this. So you pick and choose. What you can see is that Antifa and Black Lives Matter mobilized together right away. They had the same marching orders. You cannot pretend as if you did not see